question number 14 is another one of these function questions where they give you a table and they ask you to substitute, or they ask you which function rule is represented by the table. So I'm just going to put D in for days. That's the variable I'm going to use, and C for cost, because the question says D equals number of days and C equals cost. I'm going to try A out, even though I know that they never give you, this is kind of like your X value and this is your Y value. They always give you Y equals. I told you that in an earlier question. They never really give you D equals, but to prove it, we are just going to take D equals 22 times C and substitute 44 in for C, and you get 968. That is not what D equals. So you're not going to go from the dependent variable, which is C, to the independent. You're going to go from independent to dependent. And that's basically the way it goes, from 3 to 66, from 5 to 110, from 6 to 132. You're doing something to the independent variable that will give you the cost. So B is set up the right way, where C equals 22 times D. And we are going to try out 2. We're going to substitute 2 in for D at this point right here. So this is 22 times 2, and 22 times 2 equals 44. 22 times 2, it's supposed to be 44. That is good. We're going to substitute 3 in next, just to make sure. 22 times 3 equals 66, and yes, it is. 22 times 3 equals 66. We're just going to do one more. 22 times 5 is supposed to equal 110, so we're going to do 22 times 5, and we do figure that out as it equals 110. 22 times 6 equals 132, and you have your function rule. B is the answer. There's no really need to go any further. If you do the substitution, you see that that C doesn't work out, and neither does D. B is your answer for number 14.